Hi. There is an optional challenge in Celeste that I never got and I always wanted to, and I think this is the perfect time. I have to do a little bit of bookkeeping before I start this, so for those of you watching in the future in playlist order, important context is it's been several years since I did my base game Celeste Let's Play. Since then, I played Strawberry Jam, which is a gigantic collaborative level pack that taught me many new mechanics. And I've recently taken a break from it, and I'm doing this as just a little interstitial thing. If you're watching at upload time, then you already know all this, so you know what's going on here. I would like to climb on this ticket instead of that one. Look at that, nice and filled out. 43 hours, okay. So what is this even like? So this takes me to that map. I would like to go to Forsaken City. And let's climb here. 21 out of 20 strawberries. So that one, I got one golden strawberry here, but apparently there's a second one. I tried to do this long ago. Why am I this character? Why is this flipped? What are you talking about? So I'm doing this with the launcher I use for Strawberry Jam, and apparently it has messed with... What on earth? Why am I in mirror mode and I'm the wrong character? Did I do this? I don't remember doing this. But maybe I did. Okay. Here we go. Alright, everything's back to how it's meant to be. Anyway, so, the challenge here is don't ever dash. So, gonna be checking stamina, neutral jumps, etc. Oh man, listen to the official music now. So I know way more about the movement in this game than I did last time I attempted this challenge. This might be trivial, I doubt it will be, but it'll probably be very doable. So it looks like this demands a corner jump, an open air one of those. I did do a corner jump, it's just I didn't go to the right place with it. Now, if I die... Let's see, I have to do this whole thing deathless, right? Because it's not only a golden strawberry, it's not only a winged strawberry, it's a winged golden strawberry. So, but let's not worry about doing this in one shot. I actually don't know the mechanics of this special strawberry. I assume dying makes it fly away, but I don't know that. Maybe I just have to clear this at all dashless. Wow, I am making that many errors on neutral jumps, huh? Okay, I'm doing this not the right way. What I want to do is actually that, and that'll make it easier, I think. I have cleared this screen in this challenge before. It also has been a few days since I last played Celeste. Okay, so that was the trajectory. I just need to steer right, grab the wall, and then climb up there. Okay, so yeah, easiest to go here, do this, and yeah. So open air corner jumps are totally on the table for this, that's fine. Hitting the spot is... It's actually not as tight as I'm making it look. There we go. Okay. Good stuff. I totally got past this screen before. That's easily doable. Not even a big deal. I got past this screen, which isn't even like a challenge at all. No dashes are required here. I think this was as far as I got. Wait, where am I? This is not the screen I thought it was. I have not seen Forsaken City in literal years. So no, that wasn't an issue. This screen, this was as far as I got before. I couldn't figure out how to get through here, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so first of all, I can totally make it over that. I can just, like, buffer this climb jump. Actually, is that necessary? Okay, do I need to approach this and, like, hit the corner just right. Okay, yeah, so that's one of these obnoxious corner jump things. Well, corner jump, I say, but, like, I need to keep my speed. Okay, yeah, so there's a specific approach I need to do to that corner. Now I'm remembering why this part right here was so hard. Yeah, so using the second jump button there, might actually help. I think I need a little bit of horizontal speed there. Yeah, so this is the first major obstacle. Let's look at the rest of the room. Actually... Oh, I go over top of everything. Yeah, I don't go down there at all. Okay, so I'm going over top of everything. So stamina is a thing here, but yeah, I don't even go down. Yeah, so hitting just this angle. Let's see. Would I find it any easier with neutrals? Hard to say. Yeah, there's a specific... I need to keep my rightward speed is the important thing. Like, that was not it. Okay, this might take a few tries. There we go, got it. Okay. Hip, hip. So then I gotta do something like that again. That's the easy part, that's much easier. Yeah, so I think doing a neutral jump here, this is kind of how I'm used to hitting these, this type of jump. That's just gonna be the easiest for me. But yeah, that's pretty precise. Whoops, I dashed. Okay. Whoops, I dashed. I pressed the button, but this is a practice run anyway. So this will not prove whether or not, anything. I mean, the strawberry could still be there if it's extremely generous about it. Like, if I've died since I dashed, maybe it comes back. Yeah, I don't know the parameters of this, if this has to all be done in one run, which is going to be a big problem here, actually, if I have to. But yeah, I just want to get here without, like, using a dash as part of any room route. And yeah, that means doing this obnoxious jump properly. I understand the mechanics, it's just really hard to hit, that's all. You know, could I instead... Okay, let's test something. If I instead do a double climb jump from a little farther down... I don't know if that can work. I don't think it can. Is there any other mechanic I know about here? Like, I did this once, it's just, like, weird to hit. Wait, can I... So I'm seeing, no, even though I see myself land there, that's after I've already died. Okay, well anyway, I got that. Let's just not mess this up. Really? I guess that was too far right. Okay, well, just gotta keep working at this. There we go. Okay, so please behave. There we go, that's all I needed. Alright, got through that screen. Maybe I got here, I don't remember how my last attempt on this went. It'd be funny if that was like the only real big issue here. Okay, so I need to do a, what do they call that? Corner kick. Okay, corner kick done. Pretty sure I've never been here on this challenge. Alright, so you're gonna slam me into those spikes if I allow you to, so don't. Even if I haven't seen Forsaken City for a few years, I still remember the general route through it, so I know I'm going the right way. This room appears to be a nothing. This room is definitely something. Oh boy. I cannot go above. If I start to go above and get as far as I can get... that is as far as I can get. Well, it's not actually. I can... Ah, actually. Nah, it's gonna be below. Okay. So I can go here, sure. I can go here, no problem. Neutral... Wait, shouldn't neutral put me in the perfect place for that? It looked like I didn't go quite far enough. Was that my perception, or was that truth? Oops. Use the coyote time, not that way. Just a little tiny bit of it. Ah. Still not any better at doing that move. The neutral doesn't move me far enough. Weird, I thought it would. Okay, anyway, problem is, even if I neutral there, that's not enough. Can I instead, like, make it up there somehow? Can I make it up there somehow? Or is that strictly too high? Actually, isn't there a route that leads... up and around. Alright, since this is a test anyway, I'm going to use a dash for a moment. Is there a way to land here from elsewhere? Well, it's too late now, because this is a one-way. I feel like there's a way to have been up there. Okay. No getting higher than this in particular. Like, I can go here, but that's not going to let me get all the way over there. Even with a, oops. Even with a corner kick. The problem is, once I am here, there's nowhere else to go as far as I can tell. Like, I'm not making it all the way to that downward secret there. Do I gotta, like, go the wrong way through that somehow? Let's try again to get up to the icy thing, because if I can make that thing fall, then that's all I need. I don't think I can get that high, though. No, that's not high enough to touch. It's one tile higher than that would allow. Okay, yeah, so I might have to take a secret route. Okay, so, again, this is exploration. Let's learn where the downward secret goes, and if that might be reverse traversable. That's a pixel exact gap, and I don't think I'm gonna get in there with the right upward speed to climb up. Also, the way back is simply... yeah, this is pretty well enclosed. And the way back is just here. So that won't help me. Okay. I may have to restart chapter because I am remembering... like, I don't know if this is true memory, but I'm having a memory of being able to enter the room from the top left. Let's try the top. This is a strawberry room with no other access to it. Okay, but the other thing I can do is I can practice the rest of the level even if I don't understand this room. Yeah, I think all of... everything except for one gap, like way down below me, I think I more or less understand for... oh, hang on. Let's try something. That was a climb jump there, not telling me what I wanted to know. I don't think it's possible to jump... like, even if I'm traveling upward through a jump through, like, I can't jump on it if it has spikes on it. I'm pressing the jump button at what I think is the right time for that, and no jump is happening. I don't know if I could, like, hit it on the very edge. I don't think so. Okay, yeah, I think I might need to find an alternate route and go... end up in the upper left of this room, if I'm remembering that that's possible. From here, should be just a matter of big jump over there. Okay, yeah, just as the simple way works just fine. Okay, now this is gonna get interesting. Yeah, we're getting spicy here. This challenge is a little more serious than, whoops, maybe I was expecting, although actually I can just go from here to here, and that's not a problem. Like, this is for experts, I know. But I am an expert. I'm half the way past expert to a Grandmaster, in theory. Whoops. Right, so the upward climb jump can arrest my horizontal momentum in some way, right? That needs to go away. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we got a problem here. I can't break that from below in any way that I know about. Okay, this could be an issue. Can I go around? I think this is just a strawberry. Oh, there's like a bunch of stuff here. I don't actually know what's happening. I can totally make it over there, that's no problem. So I'm aware of this challenge. I know what lies at the end of it. I don't know if I have watched a video about this, but I think I only watched the first little bit of it. I don't believe I have ever seen this done fully, so I actually am operating without full knowledge of what the route is. I just know the general parameters of get to the end without ever dashing. So that led nowhere. I'm gonna have to dash here just to learn what I need to learn. So this room, this seems like a big problem. If I do a wall jump, does that somehow add to my... Because, like, I can do a spiked wall jump there. I don't think, for one thing, that needs to be neutral, which is doable. But with all these spikes here... Like, I'm just not getting high enough for that. There's no mechanic that would let me do that as far as I know. Well, hang on. At maximum height... No, it's way too spiky here. There's no way. There's nothing that could add just a little bit more height on top of this. Okay, that's mysterious. Alright, let's learn. If I do dash, what's with that downward passage? This is a strawberry path. I'm off the beaten path. No wonder! Okay, so again, haven't seen Forsaken City in several years. Apparently I don't remember the critical path as well as I thought. It's over here. Of course. That makes more sense. Okay, this is the way. See, that's why I need this practice run. This looks doable. Yep. Yep. Oops. That's fine, I don't need that. Now you are going to require another... Uh-oh. Okay, let's just try a jump. I think I can do a climb jump from that spot. Alright, so just to practice that, I'm going to get up here and... Alright, I'm holding climb, I'm doing this, and I'm jumping right there. Okay, so that's how that would work. That should have worked. I think I wasn't far left enough. Again, I've done the challenge once, I've proven it's possible. I mean, I should practice this. Alright, so I'm going to require myself to do that every time. Hup, hup. There we go. Not so bad. Sure, here I can position myself for the corner jump. That's not the end yet. I know I'm close. I'm like one room away or so. That's not the way I'm going. Yep, that is. And then I do one more of those, because I think I can't make it with just a regular jump, although let's try. Hup. Well, gonna have to be a climb jump. But hang on, if I hit that just right, can I just make it there without even... No, that's a little too far away. Alright, so I'm gonna need one more of those climb jumps on that corner. Hip! Shouldn't be too hard to do. I just about hit it there. Next time we'll go just not well enough, I guess. Alright, let me change the way I'm looking at things. Yeah, so I need to be sure I'm looking at the actual wall underneath the spikes, not the spikes themselves. It's just like how I have trouble knowing where icy walls are. Yeah, I'm seeing just all these little height changes in spike floors. They're all made specifically for this, aren't they? Yeah, so looking at the geometry underneath will help me see things better. Because otherwise it can be difficult to know what I'm looking at. And I might just misjudge where the actual floor is. Okay, yeah, so... no watchtowers. This would not be something you would imagine would be necessary. I can't just make that jump, can I? I can! Okay, that simplifies things. Okay. Don't gotta add more complications if they're unnecessary. Okay. So, I can make that jump. I can make that jump. Then... this might have to split up into a routing day and an execution day, which is fine. Oh right, and that was unnecessary, I didn't need to do that, but I did it anyway. Yeah, there's one point currently that I don't understand in my route right now. And this is going to be difficult. But I think I understand everything about it. I just gotta do another of those open air corner jumps. That's fine. Oops. It's almost easier to do that the other way rather than relying on the coyote time, but probably not actually. Like, if I do climb on that wall, I get a little bit more time for what I'm doing, so I probably should try to climb on the wall. That should still let me get where I'm going. Yeah, okay, that worked just fine. Just think of it as climb and jump. What? Ooh. Okay, that's fine. There's enough space down here, and now I gotta get all the way there. That's long. Ooh, that's quite long. Is that doable? I think I might need to take a different route here, because that doesn't look especially doable. So, different route I choose is this one. Yeah, that's probably... so from here, maybe I can get all the way over there. Let's see, what's the best place to jump from? Here-ish? That will not work. Wait, I didn't even make it there? What? Okay. So this looks like an impasse. Can I get far enough over there and still grab that? Maybe I could do a, okay, yeah, I can do one of those. Oh boy, I'm running out of stamina. Yeah, I ran out of stamina. Okay, so that's what I have to do. Huh! This is so cool. Alright, get to the right spot, do... Right spot is... okay, so I'm looking at the tiles and picking a reference point. There's like a little white pixel that extends a little farther. This level's longer than I remembered. Oh, that's a scary... Okay, I did it. Alright. So, I used dashes by accident. I died multiple times. So this obviously did not work. There's a spot I don't understand, though, so I'm going to restart chapter. Look at all those strawberries! That's so many! Wow! Why? Why? This is not what I want. Why do you do this? Okay, let's return to map. Yes. Save. Go back in here. Please keep that variant off. Yeah, sure, I know. No, I don't want this. Why is this on? Shoo. Do I just gotta turn this off every time? Why is it there? Hold on. Return to map. Go back. How do I get to my options? Map list, whoa. Okay, yeah, cool. Options. Mod options. Variants. Why variants always activate themselves? Is this just a default because it's assumed that if I use this launcher, I want to play a different way? Well, this is annoying, but I guess I can just turn it off every time. That's not all that... Here we go! Variant mode! Off! That's why. I don't know why that was on, but I don't want it. Okay. Okay, right, so there's something I need to understand here. I think I can start at this spot. So if I go, there's like another route around here. Does this eventually lead... I'm just gonna dash, that's fine. I'm starting from here anyway, so whatever. Where was the spot, and what's the room right before it? Yeah, there's an up arrow sign there. Here we go. This might be what I'm after. Now, I think I can make that, and I'm wrong. Okay, well, first let's just see if what I desire is here at all. Does this lead where I want it to lead? No. Probably not. Yeah, again, you saw how many strawberries are in this level. It's like a huge number. I'm not used to that many. So, many secret paths everywhere. Like, there's no secret, like, way to go through there. I only sort of understand where I'm trying to go from here, but yeah, this totally doesn't lead around any way other than this. So that memory I'm having of entering that room from that location, I do not know if that's a true memory or not. I could totally have gotten there. Okay, I can totally get here without dashes, just to prove that part at least. Trivial. Very easy. Okay, so if I need to do that, that is a way to do it. Okay, so issue is, this exists, that requires a dash to break, so that's strictly incompatible, but does this go where I want it to go? The layers upon layers of secrets. It totally does! Not. Where is this? Is this death? Yes. Does this go where I want to be? Aha, it does not. I remembered entering in the upper left, but it wasn't as upper as I thought. Okay, good. So, 1, that path was impossible without dashing. 2, good to see, at least, that that is not the solution to this. So I can reduce my search space. Okay. So how do I deal with this problem? I mean, okay, I don't know for absolute sure that I can't just make this all the way to the secret path. It sure doesn't look like I could, but I need to try it and see where I end up. Because I can only judge my jump arc so well. Hip! It shouldn't be so hard to land. Even with modulation, I don't see that happening. And I can't grab onto the one-way platform. I have to get above. I don't see how that's gonna happen, though. Like, this is too steep for me to climb. That's too high for me to reach. This is too far away for me to have, like... I mean, if I did, like, a reverse super, sure. I need to throw a rock at that and knock it down somehow. Like, stomp really hard and knock it down somehow. What am I missing about this situation? Wait, hold on. No, that is just not high enough. This one has me flummoxed. And once again, there was no other entry to this room. I enter from here, I exit from there, and that's it. Unless there's something I don't know about, and that would be kind of weird for this context. Now my respawn point is there, and I probably can't move it back to the start of this room, can I? So if I'm here, I want to respawn here, but I don't get to. Okay. Okay, this a tough one. I don't want to restart from there, I want to restart from... Oh, it did start me from there, that's nice. Okay, yeah, so I gotta puzzle out that room before I can go any further. So you... Okay, here's something to realize. Getting this down doesn't actually help me, does it? I can't go where I... Oh, so I have a problem whether this is down or not. So going up here... That don't solve nothing. Unless... No, there's no way I'm getting to that thing. Is there something I don't know about being able to jump on jump-throughs with spikes on them? Like, is it possible to jump on that thing? I don't think so, and I don't see how I would ever get... This seems like a complete impossibility. And again, there's no going around this, right? Let's just double check. There isn't like another part of the ceiling that falls or something? Like there sure isn't a disconnected part of it. What jump art could possibly get me anywhere I want to be? Like, yeah, getting... Whoops. Oh, I can actually just hang out there. I thought I had to leave quickly, but no, that's actually safe to hang on. Okay, so knowing that then, I can go here and, well, if I hit it just right... oh, is that somehow easier for positioning this? Kinda. So skipping over it that way just kinda just sort of works out with, well, not always. But yeah, I can sit there all I want. Okay, so let's sit there. I was there for a second, but it's a difficult state to create, actually. From here to here. There we go. Alright, so, hup. What if I modulate? Could I get all the way to this secret entrance? I'm not convinced that I can't. That might actually work. That looked pretty unlikely. That looked about as good as I could expect it to look. I'll try a few more times. Maybe I can get higher up on those spikes than it looks like I'd be able to. But that's looking not very promising to me. I am repressing the jump button to slow my re-descent. But if I go too high, that's what happens. And if I don't go that high, then I'm just gonna hit the spikes below. Yeah, this is the real boss fight room, isn't it? I don't know, there might be like a tiny little window that would let me get through there. If this is the sort of thing I have to do, I really hope that that deaths are permitted for this strawberry, because doing this all in one run... Like, this is really extreme already, just doing it dashless. If I'm not allowed to die at all, then I might just stop at routing this. I think there might be a way to do that. But yeah, like having to hit that during a golden strawberry run, where I've also had to do that, the room where the crossing checkpoint is, that's asking a lot. But I haven't proven this is possible yet. It looks like it might be, but haven't proven it. I guess if I'm not clung onto the wall, I can actually jump from slightly farther right, if that would make a difference. But it's more about, like, the arc at the end of my jump than how far right I start from. Like, I don't think any amount of starting from far right, unless I was, like, already under that underhang and doing a really low jump, would allow this to happen. But okay, I'll try for a little while with a, instead of a climb jump, a corner jump. Well, now, hold on a second. So why wouldn't the corner jump work on a jump through? Does it... because it's a wall jump. It's a wall jump and you can't wall jump on those, that's why. Yeah, I don't think there's a way to corner jump on that. Because yeah, if it wasn't a wall jump, it'd be straight up. But it's not straight up, it's outward. So yeah, like this is not a jumpable corner. Additionally, even if I did do that, is that enough? Like, let's say I'm here. Yes. Yes, it is. Okay. If I'm there, it's 1. Alright. And have I set my checkpoint in a way that... No, it still restarts here. Achoo. How would I get through this room? Is the thing I'm trying to do actually possible? It does seem suspiciously possible once I'm in that downward passage, but I don't see how I'm getting down there. Well, I'll try this for a little while longer. Problem is, if it's just barely possible and I'm always just short of hitting it, I might never know. Whoa. Oh, that's what I do. Okay, I was trying to do the wrong thing entirely. Alright, I have a solution. That corner jump. Alright, so I have to do it from a specific spot, but I proved that that's a way through. Okay, well good. So it's not the completely impossible thing. So I need to be like a distance away from the wall and all. Hang on, can I like... No, even a buffered climb jump isn't good enough there. Okay, so that's like really delicate, but I did it once. How did I do that? I was already moving right, and I think that's the key. Like, I need to keep my... I need to skip the acceleration phase and already be moving. That just makes it a little tighter to hit. And it means I have to commit to it way before I can tell what I'm committing to. It's one of those situations. But okay, so I found the route. I didn't do it all the way because I wasn't expecting it to get anywhere. But I think I did find the route. Let's see, would it be easier to go... Let's see. There might be... Maybe if I start here and do... No, I want to start from this, from the left side so I can have rightward speed. There we go. Well, I still didn't make it all the way up. I would like to make it all the way through there. Okay, so be sure you're buffering the jump. Be sure you steer right before pressing jump. Okay, I think I'm seeing how to set up for it in the way that will most likely ensure success. So I'm going to position myself, stop in the air, just left of where I want to be, start accelerating at a specific point, jump there, buffer the jump. Yeah, like that, but just hit the spot. Wherever that spot is. There's like 2 spots to hit. If I'm moving too fast right, does it, like, not work? Maybe I need rightness, but not speed. Yeah, because doesn't the jump itself not care about my speed? If it's not a climb jump, then yeah. It just sets my speed to a value rather than adding to the current. So the important thing is to be just a little bit away from the wall. So if I... Whoa. If I would hold climb... Really, I can't... Okay, keep holding climb for longer. So that's interesting. So I'm against a wall. I'm trying to do a climb jump that just moves me like a pixel to the right. But I'm moving way farther than that, so maybe that's not the way to go. Yeah, so this would be all about buffering the jump with just the perfect distance away from the wall, theoretically. I don't know, whenever I was doing it, I wasn't doing it as deliberately as all that. Yeah, I think I don't actually know what would make this work, but I have seen that it works. I've done it twice. So, like, that's gotta be the answer, but wow, yeah, this is the second boss fight of the level. So there's crossing and there's this. Those are the 2 tough ones. Alright, well I saw how to do it. So I think I have a complete route. Executing it all in one go is going to be a different matter entirely. Dang it, I need to be ready. Okay, so it's a climb jump first, then get over there. So I've done that 3 times now. No, it's a... Or I could climb up and then just do a regular jump. That's probably the actual way to go. So 4 times. I'm getting better, I guess, somehow. Or just got lucky twice in a row. I can't tell the difference. Hup, hup. There we go. Okay, made it all the way to the platform. And that is a solution for every problem all along the route. Okay, I have my route. Execution is something else, but I do have my route. Alright, next time I'm going to try and input that and see if I can get it. And I won't worry about deaths at first. I just need to get all the way up to the top without using a dash. If that's good enough, great. If it's not good enough, whoa, I'm going to have a longer journey ahead. But next time we'll find out about that.